To configure settings on your Barn Owl camera, you'll want to click the three dots in the bottom right corner of your camera and then select Camera Settings. You'll see 4 toggles here, so we'll go ahead and just open all of those. In the first tab, we're going to configure how the camera is triggered. By default, the camera is set up to motion trigger at medium sensitivity, and we recommend starting there. If you need to, you can disable the motion trigger. And you have 3 sensitivity options for motion. The trigger delay here is to tell the motion trigger to not take another motion-based photo for a certain period of time. So if you'd like to set up a 5-second delay on your motion trigger, you would just enter it here. The periodic trigger tells the camera to take images on an interval in hours and minutes. So if, for example, you wanted to take a picture every half an hour, you could just insert 30 here. And then when you update the camera, it will automatically take an image every 30 minutes. The trigger window here tells the motion trigger and the periodic trigger when to operate. And we enter that time in military time. So for example, if you want your motion trigger to only work overnight, you could tell the system to start at 8 p.m. and you could tell it to stop at 7 a.m. So during this window here, the motion trigger would operate from 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. And if you had a periodic trigger, that interval that you set, let's say we do 30 minutes, you would get an image every 30 minutes during this window. Now let's take a look at what the camera captures. So your Barn Owl camera can capture photos, videos, or both at the same time. You'll see a photos taken option here. So for each trigger, you can take between 1 to 5 photos. And for video length, you can take between 5 to 10-second video clips. You'll see the night mode option here. We recommend starting on balanced. After your first couple of nights, take a look at your images, and then you can decide if you need to switch it to maximize range or minimize blur. One option that you have is what the camera actually transmits. So if you'd like to save on data cost, for example, you could tell the camera to only transmit photos, and then the videos that you selected would stay directly on the internal SD memory card. And you can also select which photos from your photo burst that you'd like to take. In general, we recommend photos, starting photos taken at 1. And then if you'd like photo and video, you can do both at the same time here. For image sizing, we recommend medium or higher if you're using your cameras in a security scenario. SMS control, we recommend setting to instant. That makes the camera automatically available to take any settings update that you push to the camera. And if you request a picture on demand, you'll receive that instantly as well. If you have multiple cameras and you want to extend all of these camera settings to all of your cameras, you can apply that to a group of cameras or to all of the cameras in the account. And then you can go ahead and click on Update.